Good morning, Annie Sullivan All-Stars. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I was able to come and see all the students play soccer for neighborhood soccer on Saturday. And let me tell you, everyone works so hard. And one of the words for the day was determination. And that is such a big word, but so important, because determination is when you work really hard at something and you don't give up. And I'm really proud to say that everyone is doing Dreambucks this year, and we have surpassed our usage for the last 3 years. So this is the best that our school has done for Dreambucks lessons. And so I'm super proud of you. Thank you for working hard on getting those lessons completed. And it is showing that you are being determined to get those done. So one of the things we talk about so I've been talking a little bit about bullying and the weight of your words and what you say and how that matters so much. And so today I wanted to read to you the book, How Full Is Your Bucket? Because I think it's important for you to remember every single year how important it is that everyone has a bucket, and every day you are filling a bucket or you're taking out of someone's bucket. So Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scowled. "Go away, you're too little." "I'm big. Stay back, you'll knock it over. I can be careful. Go play with your baby toys, Anna." Oh. And then she got mad and she knocked his blocks over. "Grandpa!" Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket? Invisible bucket." Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning when Felix woke up, there it was. A small gray bucket floating right above his head. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. "I've got a meeting this morning and it's almost time to go. Anna, sit still." Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Felix slipped and cocoa wheats scattered all across the floor. "Felix!" yelled his mom. "You should have used the stool to reach that." Felix could feel his bucket tip. Big invisible drops spill out. Drip, drip. "Ha ha!" Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. "Get the broom and clean that up before we miss the bus," scolded Mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly slipped up the cocoa wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. "Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it." Drip. "Psst, Felix. Psst, 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 psst." Drip. "Watch out, shrimp." Drip. He is losing water in his bucket because of all the rude things people are saying. It was still morning, and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. Have you ever felt that way? Yeah, sometimes we have rotten mornings. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. He's very grumpy. Felix slumped into his seat, waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumblenickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class? Felix grinned and felt a big drop land in his bucket. He got a compliment. Drop, plop, plink, drop. The janitoress who wanted a pet by me, Felix. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped, even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Oh, his mom wrote him a note. Drop. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Drop. Wow, that's a nice cow. It's a dog. Well, those are nice colors, Felix. Cool laser ant backpack. So many compliments. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. Let me help you. Drop, drop. Here's your baseball. Catch. Thanks, dude. Drop, drop. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm Amir. Drop, drop. So when he gives a compliment, he also gets a drop in his bucket. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." Wah! Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks? And so they did. So as you are walking around at school today and you're at home, please remember that you have a bucket and everyone else has a bucket too. And what you say actually does matter. And so make it a great day. The choice is yours. And at Annie Sullivan, we lead to succeed. And also, we have to remember our all-star style. So be safe, be responsible, and be respectful.